Good morning students. So in my last video we have discussed the first derivative test to find the local maxima and local minima. Today we are going to do the second derivative test for finding the same local maxima and local minima. So if you are given question regarding to find the points of local maxima and local minima, you can either apply your first derivative test or you can go for your second derivative test. It is your choice. Okay. So what is the second derivative test? The x equal to c is called the point of local maxima if the first derivative of that function at that particular value c will be equal to 0 and second derivative value of that particular value when you put it, if it is less than 0, then we can call the c point to be the point of local maxima. And when your f dash c is equal to 0 and f double dash c will be greater than 0. F dash c equal to 0, that means what? You have to compare the function, okay, the first derivative with 0, then only you can find the points, and that points will be considered as your c points, isn't it? And after that what you have to do is the same function you have to do its second derivative, and after you find the second derivative function, then you have to put it on the value and check whether it is greater than 0, and if the function is coming greater than 0, then c point will be called the point of local minima. Okay, and the third will be, the test will be failed if your f dash c equal to 0 and f double dash c value is also coming to be 0. So I'll take a small example. Suppose I am taking this function. Okay, so using the second derivative test, now I shall find its local maxima and local minimum values. Okay, so first derivative will be 12x cube plus 12x square minus 24x. So if I take 12 common and x common, then it will be x square plus x minus 2. So let me split it up to make it small. Okay, so if we can make the function to be small, then it is easy for us to find the values. Okay, so this is our f dash x. Okay, now what we have to do is, you have to compare this function with 0 to find the points. So when I compare f dash x with 0, that means 12 of x, x minus 1, x plus 2 equals to 0. That means x value is either 0 or 1 or minus 2. So there are c, how many values of c are there? 0, 1 and minus 2. Last class we have tried to bring some left hand side values of a particular value and then we are taking right hand side, but here in second derivative test no need to do all this. Okay, simply what you have to do is, so f dash x, what we got was 12x cube plus 12x square minus 24x. Simple, you have to perform the second derivative test. So this will be 36x square plus 24x minus 24. Okay, so what you have to do is, first you have to put 0 and check it. Next you have to put for value 1. Then you have to put for value minus 2. So if you put 0 here, 0 plus 0 minus 24. That means minus 24 less than 0. Isn't it? Next is 1. 36 plus 24 minus 24. We are getting 36. That is greater than 0. Next is minus 2. If you are putting, you will get 84. That is greater than 0. So now if you can compare it, what we are getting? Less than 0, that means this is considered as the point of local maxima. Okay, and remaining this and this are greater than 0, then this 2 point will be called as point of local minima. Okay, this is called the simple point. But to find the actual value, or what is the actual value of maxima and minima, then you have to go back to the original function. Okay, that means for f of 0 you have to find, for f of 1 and for f of minus 2. So f of 0, if you see, you will get here 12. F of 1, if you see here, 3 plus 4 minus 12 plus 12, you will get here 7. And f of minus 2, if you see, you will get minus 20. Okay, that's why this point and this point is considered as the point of local minima, and 12 is termed as your local maxima. Okay, so by looking at the value you cannot comment. So to comment it, you have to go for the derivative test, then only you can justify your answer. Okay, so I will be taking one more example to clear your doubts. Okay, so let me take another function, 2x cube minus 6x square plus 6x plus 5. Okay. First derivative test will be 6x square minus 12x plus 6. Okay, and second, let me take it directly, second will be 12x minus 12. Okay, so by taking account the first derivative, let me take the common. So if I take the common, it is following: a square minus twice ab plus b square, that means x minus 1 whole square. So if you now compare with of 0, then you are getting 6 of s minus 1 whole square, that is x minus 1 whole square equal to 0. That means x value you are getting 1. Okay, so now there is only one c point and your f double dash was 12x minus 12. So if you put here one value, 12 minus 12, what you are getting? 0. Okay, so here you are getting 0 and f dash c also 0. So already I have discussed, when your f dash x is 0, with overcome f dash of that f double dash c of that particular value also, if it is coming 0, then we can conclude that the test has failed. Okay, so in this way we can find the points of local maxima and local minima by using derivative test. Either you can go for your first derivative or you can go for your second derivative. Okay, so let me take one more example. Now already we are taking polynomial function. Now if I take a trigonometric function, suppose if I take sin x plus cos x, here your x value should be greater than 0 and you have to take it should be less than 0. Okay, so f dash x will be cos x minus sin x and f double dash x will be minus sin x minus cos x. Okay, next we have to compare f dash x with 0, then only to find the value of x. So here we can see here cos x is coming equal to sin x. So if I divide both sides by cos, I will get tan x equal to 1. That means x value will be equal to only pi by 4, because already it is condition is given that your x value must be either greater than 0 but less than 90 degree. Okay, so we have to take simply x value as pi by 4. Okay, after that where you will put this value? You will put this value on your second derivative. If you put the value on your second derivative test, what you are getting? Minus of sin pi by 4 will be minus of 1 root 2, isn't it? And cos will also be minus of 1 root 2. That is, you will get minus root 2, isn't it? Minus root 2, that means it is less than 0. That means you can comment this is the point of local maxima, isn't it? and what is the actual value of local maxima, that you have to go for what? This. Okay, by putting it on your main equation. That is, you will get plus root 2. Okay.